It's the Who Is Mississippi State show. Welcome, y'all. It's Tuesday, man. It's different. I almost said it's a Monday, but it's Tuesday, y'all. It's election day. We're not going to be too long tonight, but we had to get the Who Is show rolling. Who is Mississippi State? What do they bring to the table? What are they bringing into Knoxville on Saturday night? You know, a very similar football team than like Tennessee in really in 2021, except we didn't have as bad of a record. We had a lot more talent than they do right now, but this is not a team to sleep on. They have been in a lot of football games this year, and they just don't have the talent to pull through. But they can very well win on Saturday in Rocky Top. But it's going to be a hard feat. We're going to dive into who the Mississippi State Bulldogs are tonight, but we also going to chop it up. The first college football playoff rankings came out. Tennessee basketball played their first regular season game last night. A lot to talk about today on a Tuesday. It's your boy Ruck in the building, man. You already know what it is. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the Who Is Mississippi State show.
First play, second quarter, touchdown Tennessee. That throw's intercepted. Pierce down the sideline. Touchdown.
What's good? Straight up Tennessee family, man. It's your boy Ruck in the building, but I'm also going to be joined by my guy Turn here in just a second, man. You already know what it is, though. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell notification right now, man, so you guys never miss an episode. We are still climbing, man. Like, it's really wild. Already still sitting at 1,000 and now 15 subscribers. Had 3 more people join since Sunday. Keep joining the channel, man. Join. Hit the join button right now. $2. I've already told y'all, stop buying your McDoubles and cheeseburgers, your soft tacos, chips and cheese. You stop all of that, you be locked in with Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Apple and Spotify, what's up, y'all? Glad y'all rocking with us as well. Man, rate this thing 5 stars and let the people know why they need to be listening to Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Turn. What's happening?
What's up, my boy?
Oh, Brody, a lot. But the biggest thing, I got to start the show off like this. It doesn't matter how good or how bad Alabama is. They are always going to be the media's pick to be in any kind of conversation for anything. And
it don't matter. It don't matter.
The fact that they got in, especially where they got in, I don't know anymore. I don't know I don't know what's real and what's not, man, at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get it.
There with you.
I don't get it. But the college football playoff rankings have come out. Before we dive into that and where Tennessee falls and all of the what ifs, right? Because there's a lot of what ifs because, dude, we did this in 2022. We came out as the #1 team in the first college football rankings and then lost to Georgia the very next game. Luckily, we're not playing Georgia this week. We got them in 2 weeks, next weekend. But it's still a game on the schedule. But even before then, man, Tennessee basketball had a basketball game last night. Turn, can you believe, like, this is what the people say is the best time of the year? You got college basketball, NBA, college football, all wrapped in for the next couple of months together. It's just it's a good time.
It is a good time, but man, this Tennessee basketball team, I know we've only played 2 games, but whew, I'm gonna need a little something. I'm gonna need a little pick me up or something.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel yet, man. I think that I'm just gonna say what I've been saying. It's just what I believe. I think this is the least talented roster that Barnes has ever had since he's been here. Just looking at the players on the court, you don't have that like bona fide scorer. I mean, I think it's Chaz Lanier, but the problem is Zakai wants to be the star so badly that we might not get to see Lanier's full potential. And, DK demanded the ball, right? Like everybody knew Dalton Connect demanded the basketball.
Yeah.
Like when he touched the ball, only good things happen. With this team, you can already feel that there's a little bit of tension between Zakai wanting to be the guy and Chaz Lanier just kind of trying to let it come to him. But Chaz needs to just have the ball and just run the offense through him and let everybody else fall in where they fit in.
I should say, I think with Chaz, it's just going to come to a point to where he's just going to he's going to have to take over. Like, hey, give me the ball. When he hit that shot last night with shot clock going down, 2 defenders, I'm like,
To
just pull up.
give him the ball. Like just go to work because Cameron Carr needs more minutes. I think Cameron Carr's a flow kind of guy. Like if you let him play 6 straight minutes, he gonna get buckets. But if he's coming in for
Yeah.
2-minute spurts, it's hard to get into a flow either way.
Mhm.
We do lack primary ball handlers. I think that's the only reason Zakai is playing as many minutes as he is. I think, Gainey can play the 1, but obviously, as we've seen this year, Gainey is a true 2 guard, and he has improved.
Yeah.
He
For
has
sure.
improved. He's a knockdown shooter. He was that coming in last year, just wasn't very effective. I think there just was a lot of guys in front of him last year, and he pressed a lot, and he didn't really ever get into a groove. And I think this year he has an opportunity, man, like to really kind of settle in. But only winning by 16 to a team that's just not very good, don't feel good, man. It just didn't like they just look bad. I know they were up by like 26 at one point, but still, you only won 80 to what? 80 to 64? Like
And they about got it down to 10 the last 4 minutes.
it's just not it wasn't it wasn't pretty in my opinion, like 80 to 64, Chaslin 4 tray balls. I think he had 18. Ziegler's right behind him, but listen to the numbers, bro. This is what I'm talking
Bad.
about. This is why I'm
Bad.
this thing is just he's got to just be a facilitator, bro. Like Zakai Ziegler, 13 points, right? 3 of 10 for the field, 0 of 6 from
0 of
3.
6, boy. 0 of 6.
More than half of his points were from the free throw line.
Man, I told you this earlier, bro. I think Shaq can get 10 to 12 a game.
If he wanted.
I do.
If he wants it.
What'd they say last night? He made it a point to shoot 30,000 shots.
Yeah, I
This
think he shot,
offseason?
wasn't it like 10,000 threes or something like that?
Yeah. I mean,
Bro.
he hit 2 threes last night.
And dude got a beautiful shot. Like just
It's nice.
just shoot it, bro.
It's not. That's what I want. I think like that's just what I want to see out of Tennessee basketball. Like I get like last year, we could just feed DK and DK gonna go get it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, man, I didn't. But even like when DK wouldn't get it, I felt like we still ran into this last year. Nobody just wants to freaking pull the trigger, bro. Like you
No
get the ball,
one.
you got to open look, pull the trigger, take
Pull it.
shot.
Nobody will. And it's
No.
just so weird to me, man. Like nobody wants to and nobody will. And so everybody's just stuck staring at each other. And then the offense don't move. Like then we're just out here looking stupid. Like, and that's the thing that I hate about this roster. Like it happens all the time. Like this is every Barnes team, bro. Every team. This is
Yeah,
what
'cause
happens.
what happens is either Zakai's gonna put up a stupid 3 or he's gonna try to drive and either lose the ball, try to throw a stupid pass, or get blocked.
Every freaking time. So
Yeah.
I mean, oh, y'all, enough of basketball. I'm sorry. I can talk basketball forever. But it's just I'm nervous about that team, dude. I don't feel very good at all about that team right now. And so a good test on Saturday. Like that's the thing that I love about this season too with the college basketball NBA. Like Tennessee basketball plays at noon on Saturday.
Mm.
It's a neutral site game. I think they play in Louisville. They play at noon. And so you got 2 hours in the middle of your day where you're typically watching terrible 12 o'clock games in college football. Now you can watch a Tennessee basketball game. Then you got a couple of hours before Tennessee plays. It's like, it's great.
I mean, you're gonna
Pretty
have it.
great.
I mean, my day is going to consist of you got the UT basketball game, then you've got Georgia Ole Miss.
Mm. And then you got us and
Yeah,
Mississippi State, Bama, LSU.
Bama, LSU. I mean, it's a day.
It's a good day.
It's
It's a
all
great day to be alive. Oh man. All right, man. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Dylan Elam, what's up? Dylan says, who is Mississippi State? Cheeks. Tennessee Junior, what's up, bro? Go Big Orange. Dylan Elam says, I hate to do this to Mississippi State, but they're our get right game. We got to get it rolling and execute to get some momentum headed into Athens. Yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit. I want to talk about that after the scout of
I agree
Mississippi
with you,
State.
Dylan, on that one.
Talking about it, says JP Estrella just needs to be starting. Yep. So he's dealing with an injury. They didn't disclose what it was, but he still played. But Estrella is he's a starter. Tennessee Junior says, don't hate it in the slightest. Don't know if you were talking about basketball. I don't remember, but bro, let's talk about it, man. Obviously, the college football playoff rankings have rolled out, and the Bama thing is weird to me, of course, but also, a couple of these Power Four teams that are going to be in the top 4 seeds are going to get absolutely annihilated. Looking at the bracket term, I like where we are.
I do too.
I really love where that is.
Give it to me. I'm serious. Give me BYU, bro. Give me Boise. Give me. I don't care. Give it to me. I love where we're
Legit.
at. Give me Indiana. I'm serious.
Who ended up being at Boise? This was a screenshot I took, I think, right before. So who's Boise actually playing? Is it Miami? No, it's not Miami.
No, it's not Miami.
I took a screenshot of this before it got all the way filled. Maybe I can find a different one, but
I've got it right here.
Yeah, tell me about that, because I think I took the picture a little early. Let me see if I can get it.
Ohio State.
Oh State. Okay. Yes, that's right. Okay, I got it now. I'm gonna put the new image up here, just for everybody watching on YouTube live tonight, and all my people watching the rerun right now. So with this, with the way that this ended up being, I don't think that, obviously it's a right? It's not the real thing. It's the first rollout. There's so much football left to play, bro. That's going to look this is going to look completely different here in, God knows, like a few like maybe next week. Right?
I mean, yeah, cuz let's just be honest. That the fact that Bama's 11 just blows my mind. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I mean, who will Oregon play in their conference championship?
Probably Penn State or Ohio State, right? One of the two. Yeah. Right now it would be Ohio State again.
Yeah, because Ohio State's got the 5 seed. I was really surprised at that. I guess because Oregon's number 1. I'm surprised an SEC school didn't get the 5 seed, to be honest with you. Like the loser of the SEC championship.
Yeah, but see, they're not even, that's the thing about this projected bracket. They're not even putting any of that into account.
Right.
Right. They're just looking at season right now, where are we placing everybody. Bro, Ohio State will beat Boise by 17,000 touchdowns. I love the Indiana matchup for us, because yes, the Indiana, they've been great this year. Taven Jackson is their starting quarterback. Like that, what a dope game that would be, right? Like that would be a really cool experience, but I don't see Indiana even hanging with us. Real talk. Like defensively, I just think we would bully Indiana for real.
I do too. And I mean, if this does something crazy happens and this is it, I'm cool with it. I mean, it would suck to be Bama. I mean, it sucked to be in that lower bracket. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Georgia, Texas, Bama, and Miami.
Yeah, I'm pulling this. Dylan says, I really don't want to play Oregon at Oregon, though. To be honest, I still get nightmares from 2013. Well, you're in luck, deal, because once you get to the quarterfinals, there are no home games anymore. They go
Just
to bowl sites.
ball
So
games, yeah.
it wouldn't be an Oregon at Oregon game, which is nice. The luxury of not being in the top four is that you get an opportunity to potentially host a playoff game. And that's the thing that I'm not saying I don't want to be in the top four, but I don't know, bro. I just think about when I played basketball and I was in tournaments. You get those first round buys and you sitting there watching everybody play. I think in tournament type situations, it's better to just go ahead and play than to sit and wait. Like,
I
think about
think
the NCAA tournament and how
mhm,
many guys are sitting around chilling. Oh man, we got a 16 seed, and then take a L. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'd rather play, man.
I would too because, I mean, I mean, I guess you can get people healthy, but still, I mean, you can't if I'm just sitting here, if you're Oregon, like, you don't have an extra week to prepare for somebody. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, Tennessee's gonna win. We're gonna prepare for Tennessee for 2 weeks." You know what I mean? You're just getting that
There's no
extra week.
advantage.
You're getting an extra week off. So, like, I'm with you. Like, if you've got some momentum built up, like, it's gone. Like, I mean, you get 2 weeks off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yep. Tennessee Junior says the Indiana game would be so fun, especially at Neyland. Oh man, bro, that would be.
I don't care who we play. If I could pick anybody to play, I'm just gonna be honest. I told you this earlier on the phone. Give me that 5 seed and please let Boise be a 12 seed.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
I
love
know,
to play Boise.
I know. I think you got to win out if you're Tennessee, right? But the issue is now turn. Before we dive into I just have this in my head. Before we dive into the Mississippi State Scout and talk a little bit about that, um, now do you see why a couple weeks ago we were talking and I was like, bro, win out. And I agree with you now. Get to the SEC chip and lose that thing. Lose it. Who cares? Because then you definitely have a better shot at being where Tennessee is right there. Because if you're winning out, right, you beat I think they put Georgia at 3, like they're number 3 in the country.
Mhm.
Um, get to the chip. You're gonna play probably Texas. The way that they have this listed right now, they're thinking Georgia won the SEC chip and Texas played them in the chip. This is how I'm reading this. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, you got 3 and 5.
And if we get to the chip and play Texas or Georgia, it doesn't matter. It won't be Georgia because we would have beat Georgia. So it would
Mhm.
be Texas. Lose that thing, bro, because that means you're gonna fall to either 8 or you got a potential, bro, to even fall to like 7. And that 3 seed, then to me, like depending on kind of what happens, Miami might go up to the 3 or might go down to the 4. Like it just, you don't know how they're gonna switch this up because Miami, the issue with Miami is they can't keep doing the same stuff they doing if they want to really win a chip.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm on your team now as far as get to the chip, do your thing, and lose close. Like, don't get blew out. But like, hey, it's like 27-24 or something. Because then they're gonna say, wow, those are literally 2 of the best teams in the country that just played.
So here's the thing, man. I I get it. Like, I get it. I get it. If who else has Oregon got left? Oregon gonna go undefeated for sure.
They got to play. No, I think they have to play USC. They've got there's one more tough game they have,
Let's see.
and I can't remember.
They've
Um,
got
they've got
Maryland,
Maryland,
Wisconsin,
Washington.
Washington.
Mm,
So I mean, they should.
they shouldn't lose,
No, you shouldn't. But, bro, I mean,
but here's the thing that I worry about is like same with Miami, bro. They only have Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, and Syracuse left.
who would BYU play in the conference championship? You
God,
know, off
they're in
the
the
top of
Big
your head.
12. I mean, probably Colorado,
Really?
right? I mean, is Colorado not the second best team in the Big 12? Are they not?
Let's see here.
I'm pretty sure Colorado's like they either third or second in the Big 12. Is it Kansas State, and BYU? Is
Iowa
that one?
State. Iowa State.
Iowa State. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Iowa State is 7-1. Then it's Colorado.
I'm telling you, and the thing about Colorado, bro, they got Texas Tech, Utah, and Kansas. And then they finish with Oklahoma. Like Colorado can sneak in there, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, because that last game for Iowa State's gonna be tough at Kansas State, and they got to play Utah and
Let's see
Cincinnati
what
and
Dylan
Kansas.
says. We've seen how we play out of the bye week. There's definitely going to be some upsets against conference champs. As crazy as it sounds, I don't want to win an SEC championship again as long as we're using this playoff system. Yep. I agree with you.
Man, how crazy would it be here though, man? This is why I like the college football playoff. I'm just sitting here looking. How crazy would it be? Because Clemson lost this week.
Yep.
What
We got
happens if
smacked.
SMU? What happens if SMU and Miami play in the conference championship and SMU wins?
They're in. That's what happens.
They
Like,
go to
you know what I'm saying?
They would have to go to the 4 seed, right?
They have to. They
If
are
they win,
they are
they
Power
win
4 conference champions.
champions. That's what I'm saying, bro. You
It's wide
you
open.
never know, bro. You never know. That's what's wild about it.
Dylan says Army is still undefeated as well. They could play upset to Boise for that group of 5 spot. That's true.
Oregon's probably gonna play Indiana in the conference championship. They're both undefeated.
And they haven't played this year.
No, and
That's not a season game that they have to play.
Indiana plays Ohio State
This weekend?
no next weekend.
That'll let you know who they really are. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that'll let you know who they play too, because Indiana's first, Indiana and Oregon are tied for first. Then you got Ohio State. So Ohio State beats Indiana.
But do we want to be real or do we not? Because if I'm looking at Indiana's schedule for 2024, they beat FIU, Western Illinois, UCLA, Charlotte, Maryland, Northwestern, Nebraska, Washington, Michigan State. They've played nobody. They ain't played a ranked game all year.
They'll play one. They can't afford to lose.
They're going to lose Saturday to Michigan. Watch.
Big 12.
Watch.
Man,
watch. They're going to lose to Michigan Saturday. Watch, bro. And Michigan is terrible.
Michigan's trash,
5-4, bro. They're 5-4, bro. They're going to lose to Michigan. Watch. I promise you.
But I don't know, man. That's why you can't really. I mean, somebody was asking me if I was going to watch the college football playoff. I was like, I'm probably not going to watch it. I'm probably just going to look at the bracket when after it's on my phone, because it's like he still got four games left.
4 weeks and conference chips, bro. Like, there's too much football left to get excited.
That is going to be wild. I agree with Dylan on that one.
Yeah, Notre Dame has to play Army last week of the regular season. Massive. They're gonna lose that game. Notre Dame's probably gonna lose that game. Notre Dame is suspect, man. They lost to Northern Illinois, and yes, they've bounced back somewhat, but again, like it's the strength of schedule thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not playing in the SEC. It don't even matter, fam, if nobody that we've beat, other than Bama, been ranked. It's the SEC, bro.
Here's the thing, too. Miami's good. Don't get me wrong, but they haven't. I mean, they ain't faced a defense like an SEC defense.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not even close. It's like the whole thing with Ashton Genty, man. You put Ashton Genty up against the SEC defense. I promise you, he might get 100 yards, but I promise you, he ain't going off like he has every game this year.
He would have 37 carries with 100 yards.
Probably 40 carries.
And the other thing is, like, it's not even going to be Genty that you work. Like, those offensive lines ain't seen that type of beef.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you got Omari Thomas and Bryson Eason pushing you. Nope. But y'all, man, let's talk about this, man. Let's stop talking about this for a minute. I can talk about college football playoff the whole show, but Mississippi State, man, what are they bringing into Knoxville? Let's just talk first overall. Jeff Levy, obviously, um, I don't want to say a hypo product, but they've been in the same system together thanks to the late great Mike Leach. RIP to Mike Leach, just one of the guys who started the veer and shoot, man, like created it. And these guys have kind of taken it and put their own spins on it in their own respective ways. And so Mississippi State is an interesting commodity, I should say. That's the word I'm going to use. They're 2-7. They're last in the league, and their only 2 wins are against Eastern Kentucky and Massachusetts. They lost to Arizona State. They lost to Toledo. They lost to Florida, Texas, Georgia, A&M, Arkansas. Okay. But here's what I want you to see. They lost by a touchdown to Arizona State. They got blew out by Toledo and Florida and Texas, which, okay. They lost by 10 to Georgia at Georgia. They lost by 10 to Texas A&M at home. They're close. And they're playing closer games than what it may seem, right? Like the offense is doing things that are really good. They have a great running offense. Quarterback can run, which we'll talk about Michael Van Buren Jr. here in a minute. But it's an interesting team because, yes, the fact is they're not very good. It's where we were in 2021, except we had better talent, right? Like we just had better talent. So yeah, we won, 7 games that year. Should have been 8, but shout out to Purdue and the Music City Bowl for absolutely trashing Jalen Wright's touchdown that they said wasn't, but whatever. The defensive side, I'll talk about their defense first. Leading tackler is a linebacker, Stone Blanton. He's been there for, feels like forever. He's a junior, though, but it feels like he's been there for years. He's played a lot of football. Obviously, they don't really have a lot of turnovers. Their turnover margin specifically, they have 7 interceptions on the year for 72 yards. Their average interception return yards is 10 yards. They have 61 penalties on the year for 552 yards. Defensively, you got a couple of guys, that you look at. Like I mentioned, Blanton is a guy that if Tennessee kind of puts him kind of in his lane early and kind of solidifies, like, hey, you're not going to get what you think. And the offensive line does what they do, I think they'll be fine. Isaac Smith is a safety. He's got 81 tackles, which lets me know that they're letting guys get deep. If your safety is the second leading tackler, you're letting guys get deep. Another great linebacker they have is Nick Mitchell. He's got 57 tackles on the year. And then another safety right there. Your top 4 is linebacker, safety. Brylan Lanier, 44 tackles, 1 interception on the year. I don't know, man. I think they've given up a ton of points to a lot of teams. They've given up 56 to they gave up 30 to Arizona State, 41 to Toledo, 45 to Florida, 35 to Texas, 41 to Georgia, 34 to Texas A&M, 58 to Arkansas. They want you to get to score. Tennessee has to get it clicking. I agree with what Dylan said earlier in the show. Like, this has to be that get right game.
And let's be honest, I don't even think it needs to be a get right game. I just think we need to execute. I think we're right. I think Kentucky was our get right game, bro. Call me wild, call me crazy. I do. I think Kentucky was our get right game. I just think we didn't execute. If our receivers catch those balls during Kentucky, we score 50 points that game.
Well, we said it. If Nico was 28 of 38, he would have been 31 for 38 for about 415 and 3 tutties.
Yeah, let's just be honest. It's there. It's there. Like it was there, Kentucky, and who knows what that game holds if we bust one of those early. Like we we catch that first touchdown pass that Braz missed on that first drive, I guarantee you the game's completely different. I think we
completely.
got right. I just think we gotta, man. Honestly, bro, wouldn't think this coming in this late in the season saying this, but man, our receivers got to step
Doo
up.
doo
I mean, at the slot, at the slot
at the
especially.
slot.
Outside is okay. Braz, I mean, you can't really be mad at. I mean, you can be mad at that one, but then you like, oh, Braz can't catch the ball. Then you look the previous week at the Florida catch, and it's like, hey, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, Braz just whatever. But Chaz Nimrod, nah, bro, you ain't been catching it for the past 2 years. I'm sorry, the
sadly,
Chaz Nimrod
sadly.
train has left, and we
I
know
mean,
Squirrel ain't gonna play much. We found that out Saturday.
yeah, and as far as consistency, I think, Brew has been the consistent kind of dump guy who's gonna catch the football, but the best receiver has been Dante Thornton,
He gotta
100%.
gotta be on the field. I mean, you told me. I guess it just didn't seem like it, but him and Braz are pretty even.
Yeah, I think it was like 48, 45 or something like that. Dante Thornton snapped, so he's back, and God, dude is just playing at an elite level right now. So he's got to get he's our big play guy. Every game he makes the play that we really really need to get over the hump, and he's got to do it again. Mississippi State offensively, man, this is where I think that Tennessee could be in a little trouble. Blake Shapen was the starting quarterback at the beginning of the year, but Michael Van Buren Jr. has now taken over. He's got a 57.1 completion percentage, which isn't that great. He does have 9 touchdowns and 4 picks. That's the same stat line, really, as Nico. He's been sacked 18 times. Great running back in Devon Booth. He's got 104 carries for 472 yards. He's averaging 4.5 yards a clip. He's got 3 tutties. Johnny Daniels, 86 touches, 446. He's averaging 5.2, so a little bit higher for him. He's also got 3 touchdowns. Again, if you know anything about the veer and shoot, it is very much disguised as a air raid, but it's not. It's all about, can we get yards on the ground? This team as a whole has rushed for, I think it was like right over 1,200 yards. Yeah, it's 1,290 yards total. Now, comparing that to Tennessee's offense, right? It's not, it's night and day difference. So when you
Yeah,
talk about Tennessee's offense, Dylan Sampson has as many yards as both of those cats do combined. Then you add in Deshaun Bishop's almost 400. Nico's got 193 yards on the ground. Peyton Lewis in limited touches, 25 touches for Peyton Lewis, 142 yards, 5.7 yards a clip, bro. That's insane. I mean, that's
that's a lot.
incredible.
That's a lot.
Um, Tennessee's rushed for 1,876 yards. That's 600 more than them. We also have 25 rushing touchdowns, and I believe Mississippi State was right around the 15 number, so 10 more. It's just not a great comparison for Tennessee, but I do think Mississippi State has an incredible wide receiver, bro. In that boy Kevin Coleman Jr., bro. He's got 57 catches for 688 yards, 5 tutties.
It's a lot of
Can ball.
receptions.
It's a lot of catches. He's averaging 12 yards of reception. His longest is 85 tutties. Mario Craver's another guy. Now Craver is their slot guy. He's a freshman from Birmingham, Alabama. He's their kind of speedster guy. He's got only 16 catches, but he's got 3 touchdowns on 16 receptions. So you can kind of see, I think his average reception is like 22 plus yards. So you can see there, like, who's the big play guy, who's the consistent, let me get the ball to him type of guy. But overall, Tennessee's defense will be tested. They're going to run tempo. But it's nothing that they haven't seen from their own offense. And so, regardless of what it may look like, I've got the Vols winning this game regardless. But I do think Tennessee's just got to execute, put the pieces together, man, and just win. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, I'm with you. And here's the thing. I mean, they might have some weapons, but they're 118th on sack percentage.
Yeah.
I just
Nico
think
should have time. He
well,
should have plenty of time.
and I think defensively we should get home. Like, I don't like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think we should be able to get home with the front 4
Stop
to
the
be
run early.
yeah.
Force them into passing downs. You know, you want 2 and 12. You don't want 2 and 5. You don't want 2 and 5 because they got a good run on first down, right? Stop the
Mhm.
run, get them into 2nd and 9, and then get another big play. And now it's 3rd and 7. Like you want to put them in that type of yardage because then I love Tennessee's defense in 3rd and 7 and more. I don't like us when it's about 3rd and 3 because we tend to play a super soft zone and then we let the ball, it's just an easy completion, because we're gonna stop the run. We're gonna sell out to stop the run. But 3rd and 3, it's something in the flat, something quick over the middle, and we play that soft zone on 3rd down all the time. And it's just what we do. But that's why I like 3rd and long because you're going to force that offense to make a very very strategic play where it's going to then allow us to potentially play man and press up on you or send pressure. And that's why I like Tim Banks because if it's 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, oh, he's sending pressure. He's sending
Yeah,
pressure easy.
100%. And, the touchdown the touchdown Kentucky had, that was just that was one of those Tim Banks, we're gonna blitz and try to get home because we blitzed both those backers and that tight end was just naked.
Well, did you see the formation?
Mhm. I
Did you
can't remember
actually
though.
see the formation? Like, I
Mm.
didn't think it was this. In the game, I thought, oh, like tight ends in the slot, they threw it to. No, 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 no. They ran a loaded left. The tight end was the tackle.
Really? No, I did not know that.
Yes. Yes. If you go back and look at it in the rewatch, because I didn't notice it there, but it was like
Wow.
center. This is on the left side of the line. Center, tackle, guard. Or center, guard, tackle,
Tackle.
tight end, tight end. On the
Wow.
right side, it was center, guard, tight end.
And the tight end on the right side ran the thing. Ah,
That's why he was so open. I don't
yeah.
think nobody recognized that. I didn't notice it. I knew, I was like, this formation looks weird. I thought that from the beginning, but I couldn't tell. And then I go back and watch it, and he was in the tackle spot.
They've been
Uh,
scheming that one up all week.
yeah, yep. So they knew what they wanted there. Um, so, but early score predictions, man. Everybody in the chat, go ahead and drop your early score predictions, man, for this Tennessee and Mississippi State homecoming matchup. Again, I think that the pieces are there, man. Tennessee's right there. We're right there. And at 7 o'clock on Saturday, we got to have that explosion. And, if you look at what ESPN has to say about this football game right now on a Tuesday, I it just keeps going up, bro. It keeps going up. Right now, the spread's 24. The total over under is 61 and a half. Tennessee has a 94% chance to Mississippi State 6%, as according to the FPI ratings. Um, it should be an absolute butt whooping, and I hope that it is. I'm going with my gut here, saying that this is the game that Tennessee gets over the hump. Again, it's early. This might change on Friday. I don't know, but I still don't think we get into the 50s. But I'm going to sneak us into the 40s turn. I think this is a 41-13 game.
41-13. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna go.
What's up, Adrian? What's up, Brody? What's happening? What's happening?
Here's the thing. I think Mississippi State can score. I think they've showed that. But do I think that they're going to be that team that gets 20 on us? I don't. I don't think so. I think it's going to be. I'm gonna say 38-18.
38-18. How many fans are mad about that score if it happens?
I'm not. It's a 28. That's a 28 ball win. I mean, I don't think that
20,
cover. I don't think that
20,
20. Yeah, 20. I don't think that covered. I don't think we cover. I think that what's the line? 25,
24.
24.
I'm saying 41-13. That's covering, but that's still under. Still
Yeah.
under the 61 and a half. That's a lot of points, bro. In 2022, I said no brainer. 55-10. Or not, it'd been like 55-21 probably.
55-21, yeah. 38
Hey,
13.
38-13.
Yes, sir.
38-13, Tennessee Junior. Yes,
Sir.
sir. Drop them in there, y'all, before we wrap. But yeah, I like the matchup because Tennessee's just better. But again, it's the team with heart, and they're just not playing with a lot of heart right now. They know they're not very good. Adrian says 52-14 Tennessee. Big game from Dante and Mike Matthews. 5 sacks, 2 picks. Adrian, you keep saying Mike Matthews, and I'm just every time you say his name, I think the coaches hear you and they say, we ain't gonna throw him the ball.
Maybe he might get 2. He might get 2 targets this game. He got 1 last game. We're just gonna
He
stick
got
it up.
1. We gotta keep saying his name, but it just lets me know Mike ain't ready, man. It is what it
For
is.
real. Mhm.
It lets me know. So
Hence the fact we're only throwing the screen.
yeah. And I called that play before it even happened. Like, I mean, I'm watching the route and they shifted the receivers, put him in the slot. I was like, oh, they're going to Mike. And they knew it too.
We're doing some stuff this year too that we haven't done in the past. I don't know if you've noticed this, but have you noticed how we'll bring the outside receivers into the slot quite a bit this year?
Mm-hmm.
Past
Yeah.
couple games.
Yep. It's typically just eye candy. Like those guys ain't really gonna catch a pass off of it. At least I haven't seen it yet. The only time I saw a pass caught was Braz's against Bama, right? They moved Braz to the slot. They got the matchup they wanted, and they threw the fade to Braz.
They ran that Saturday, but they didn't like the look they got on Braz for the fade.
Yeah. So hi, y'all. You already know, man. We'll be back on Friday, though, for the one more day. Mississippi State week. Got a lot of good things going on, man. Election is happening tonight. Literally in a few hours, man, we're going to know who the new president of the United States is. And so if you didn't vote, man. Vote. I think a lot of people, like here in Nashville, people vote till they got 4 more minutes. So we'll see what happens, man. Be cool.
We'll see.
Yep. Exercise your right to vote, people. Exercise your right to vote, people. But we'll be back, man. We'll be back on Friday. Can't wait for the one more day. So Tennessee, man, big game. It's another big game. I know I say that all the time, but anytime they play, it's a big game because now you're playing for something bigger. You're playing to get into the playoff, and you can't slip up. No slipping up. So man, we'll be back on Friday, man. You already know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. Join the channel as well, Apple and Spotify. Hope you're loving this episode on a Wednesday. For my guy Turn, man, it's your boy Ruck in the building. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you back live on Friday.